Can you hear me okay?
I definitely can. Hi, Jamila.
How's it going? And thank you for having me on the show.
It is
I'm
great.
live from WeRise
Yes, you
here
had
in the
me.
background.
Uh, I was so hoping that you would be there so we could get a little peek because I was minding your black business as I tend to do, and I saw that there are barn doors in your location that you built with your own hands.
I did. One of my friends, who's a contractor, he talked me into it. He was like, you should do something that you can look at and say you did yourself. And I was like, I'm not doing that. But then I did it. I cut the wood, I sanded the wood, I stained the wood, and I love looking at it. Let me show you guys.
Your
Well, you
friend was
can't
right.
see them really well. Hold on a second. We're going to take this show on the
I
road for a second.
love this. We Rise Wines, first time IG Live. We getting
We
the inside look.
So yeah,
Look
these
at
barn doors right here,
made
I
with your
built with my
own
own
hands.
hands.
Look at us. We have a multi-talented person here who's building things with their own hands, but also building a whole new concept in wine and a movement dedicated to amplifying the voices of underrepresented winemakers.
Exactly, exactly.
Thank you, Jamila, for being here. I don't want to steal too much of the thunder of what We Rise Wines is all about. So I would love if you could share a little bit about yourself and tell people what We Rise is.
Yeah, so We Rise Wines is a mission-based wine company that is focused on bringing better access and awareness to diversity in wine. A few years ago, I went to a wine dinner that was a celebration of Black women in wine, and I was so blown away of like, who are all these Black women making wine? And I'm just going to show you this woman right here, Nicole Camp.
Hey, Nicole.
She owns La Chalet winery out of Woodinville, Black woman winemaker, and she's one of the winery partners. She was at that dinner, and I was like, I've heard of her, but I haven't had her wines. The other women I hadn't heard of, and it got me curious of why is this, and why don't I see more Black labels in restaurants and bars? And I found out how hard it is for them to get into distribution. So I thought, is there a way I can bring the wine to the people and make it accessible and have a place to build community? And that's exactly what We Rise is. And we're a wine bar, we have a wine club, and we do all kinds of events. And we want to bring people in to be able to enjoy, relax, and enjoy some wine. And you don't have to know anything about wine. We're not going to tell you about grapes unless you want to hear about grapes. But we want to bring our people on the wine journey to know more than Moscato. That's kind of the way I look at it.
Oh, I love it. I was on your website in the shop, and I love that. I mean, most you can always like sort and filter in a wine shop by let me look at the Cabernet and let me check out, what are the Rieslings. But on your, I can look at the blackly made wine, click black on wines. I can get me some queerly made wine or the LGBTQ on wine. Like you can get into like what is the wine made by these different, makers across these different communities.
Exactly.
So
Well,
thank
and
you.
I exactly, and I think sometimes, there's so many industries that as Black people, we don't even know that we have a spot there. And I think for me, that dinner that I talked about, it was, oh my gosh, this could be a different path for me. I never even thought about it. And a lot of those women had left corporate America to start wineries. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know that could be a thing. Is there something I could do? So it's very important for people to see people who look like you to just give you that inspiration to kind of take your dreams to new heights. And I fully believe that. And I want to share that experience that hit me a few years ago. I want to share that with other people to know the stories about the people behind the wines that resonate that you don't always see or know about.
Yeah.
And
And
also,
speaking of,
Keisha, I would love to have some of your shirts here in the store and would love to be able to promote and sell your t-shirts here. So we have Norlux candle, we have hot chocolates. So, we support Black businesses. We're a small business that supports other small businesses, other diverse businesses. So let's chat. When you're talking about the t-shirts, I was like, I'd sell her t-shirts here.
I
Jasmine
just
doesn't have to be the only one.
immediately filled me with all sorts of just warm, good feelings. Thank you so much. We're doing that. We're doing it.
Okay,
I'm so
okay.
excited. Okay, I will be following up after this with that.
Awesome.
Speaking, so you were talking about the stories of the people behind the wine. I am curious, what were you in the wine business before you started WeRise?
No, I was in tech. I worked in tech for the last 25 years, and always just have had a strong appreciation for wine and have loved wine and the wine snob amongst my friend group. And like I said, when I went to that dinner that night, that was the first time that it hit me that, oh, maybe there's more that I could be doing in the wine industry and taking something that I enjoy and melding it with my passion for diversity and inclusion and helping to drive an impact for both our city and our communities.
I love it. We have that in common. I was in tech before I left to be a host, and then joined Hey
Awesome.
Black Seattle. So
Love it. Love it.
we got some stories. I'll come over and grab a glass. We can talk.
Exactly.
I would love to hear a little bit now about some of the events that you all have coming up, because when I look at the Hey Black Seattle events calendar, WeRise is taking no prisoners. Y'all have so many events coming up. I saw maybe it was last month, there was a mocktail event on the calendar, and that made me
Yes.
really happy, because when I first started asking people what they needed and what they were having a hard time finding, some people did say, we want some sober events. It seems like a lot of things revolve around alcohol. And when I saw that event go up, I was like, look at the wine bar. It's like, baby, it's not just wine. You can also learn how to make mocktails here. So y'all just have a lot of creative, cool events. So can you share a little bit about what's going on?
Absolutely. So one thing I want to say is that we have a pretty extensive non-alcoholic wine menu, because everything here is based on inclusion, and I wanted people, even if you don't drink, that you can still drink as an adult, even if you're not imbibing in alcohol. And that mocktail event was great. We had sober curious, and people who drink and just wanted to learn more, and it was great. And it was all centered around not just non-alcoholic wine, but how you can take non-alcoholic wine and make different mocktails. And we shared the recipes, and we'll definitely be doing more events like that. But it's really important to us to embrace people where they are, wherever you are in that journey. I want everyone to feel welcome inside of our doors. And then other events that we have going on, like I said, we're partnered with Kalina of Norlex Candle, and this Saturday, we're doing a Lights and Flights event. You come in, pour a candle, and enjoy a flight of wine. Every Wednesday, we have Wine Down Wednesdays, and we have a different event each Wednesday. Sometimes it's game night, silent book club. We're doing a drag bingo in early March. It got rescheduled because of the snow day, unfortunately, on February 5th. So now I think it's March 6th. And then it's just like we're mixing it up, and we're trying to figure out like what else can we do to continue to engage the community. I'm looking at bringing in a trivia night and doing some live music, some DJ spinning. We're talking about bringing in what we're calling a pour and explore event, where we have a DJ. You get to kind of taste through different wines that we have, so you can really get a sense of what do you like and, what appeals to you, and just giving you opportunities to learn. So, we post on Hey Black Seattle, all of our events, and all of our events are also on our website. So, check us out. Come in and, it's just like have a glass and get to know us a bit.
Hey, I love the wordplay. Y'all like the lights and flights, pour and explore. Come on with the rhymes.
Yeah,
but yes,
we're trying.
Check out the events. I also noticed on the Hey Black Seattle opportunity board that you posted a job. You have a listing open for a chef, a lead cook.
I literally just filled that a couple of days ago, so I need to go in and take it down. But yeah, but I'm glad. Like, I love being a member of Black Seattle. It's like my number one place to go, so that community knows what we're up to, what we need, and as we hire more, I definitely will be using it. But I appreciate the shout out.
Hey, gotta do it. I was like, whatever I see on here, I'm like, let me tell everybody. This is so wonderful. Thank you, Jamila, for the work that you've decided to do to amplify, not just your business, but it's like a multiplier effect of all these other winemakers that we're going to now know about because of what you decided to do with your life and the actions you decided to
Yeah,
take.
exactly. Well, now more than ever, we need more of this. So really appreciate what you're doing to amplify the Black businesses that are out there and trying to do the thing because, the world is a crazy place right now. So thank you and appreciate you.
Awesome. Well, I have my homework now, my follow up to get these shirts into your spot. I picture us standing in the shop taking pictures together very soon.
Absolutely.
All
All right.
right.
Well, thanks for having me on the show. It
Thank,
was great.
thank you.
All
Well,
right.
thank
Thanks,
you, everybody, for
everyone.
joining us. Y'all have a good night here at Hey Black
Have a
Seattle
good
Out
night.
Loud. Watch the replay. Bye, everybody.